welcome, everybody. This is the Rapscallions Reportcast, RRcast, the Rapcast Reportcast, Rapscallions Report Podcast.
So we decided to give podcasting another go with better ideas and a plan.
Yes, a plan.
Yes.
It's so very well planned. It's amazing how much time we spent
You
planning.
can't see it, but we have just pounds of paper and outlines of what we're going to go over.
There are mountains of just spreadsheets just all around us.
If you could imagine a mountain, cut it in half down the middle, and then fold it out, that's what we got.
Mm-hmm. So much material to go over.
So much.
So you guys want to...
Listen to that.
Now I just need to grab a foil pan so we can pretend like there's thunder in the area.
I have one of those in my room. And I've been wanting to use it.
Wait, don't you just want to sit there and make thunder for yourself?
Yeah, I have before, but it's been sitting in my closet, and I use it sometimes to scare the cats. I seriously do, but...
I'm imagining now it's like 4 a.m. You're like, man, I'm bored. I know what'll cheer me up.
Andy's lying in bed going, fuck, I gotta work in the morning, it's storming out.
No, the funny thing is, coincidentally, when I go to sleep, I have this massive amplifier that's plugged into my MP3 player that has storm noises all night. So I wouldn't even know it's going to be like, oh, more thunder.
Yeah.
So actually what I do
man.
is, when I want some privacy and Andy's home, I'll just do that and he'll instantly start to doze off.
Yeah, I just fall asleep. I'm like, oh, that thunder.
Andy's driving there, he's like, whoa.
I'm like, oh, shit. It's actually really bad if I'm driving and there's a thunderstorm. I just naturally pass out, man. It's too good.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. All natural male enhancement.
So, let's get down to business for a moment.
Let's talk about the real meat of the podcast here.
Yes, let's check our outline.
Yeah, let's go over a business outline.
Care or don't care? Duck Dynasty. Really? All that bullcrap going on.
Well, I guess we know what you think. Shit.
Yeah, apparently you care to bring it up.
I care enough to bring it up. Sure, our audience can debate it, but me personally, I
we can
don't
debate
care,
it if
man.
we want.
Don't care.
I care, but I care about a lot of things because I'm a big fat liberal. I say fuck him. He's an old man. And he can die alone. It's a hard stance I'm taking on Duck Dynasty. You know.
All right.
Moving on. Care or don't care. Giving to charity.
I think giving to charity is a very nice thing to do. It's very generous, and it helps those in need. Gets the money where it's got to go.
Yes.
Yeah. We didn't get.
Has to go. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Care or don't care. Thorium reactors. What do you feel about thorium reactors?
I actually believe they are the way of the future.
Hell yes. Care or don't care.
I care, of course, but you're wrong. It's liquid fluoride thorium reactors. Get your facts straight, man.
Oh, god damn.
Needle dick.
Needle dick.
Well,
Thorium reactors could mean anything involving thorium, you dumbass.
Well, the podcast is going pretty well so far.
Yes.
Yes, loads.
Erik, you bring up something. We all went around and said stuff. You said
Okay, well, here's something I've been thinking about since I've been going to a lot of theater productions sort of stuff. And I've been kind of realizing my eyes have been opened and I've seen the light.
Yes, it's revelatory.
Why don't people like theater as much as they should? I understand it's a lot different from other media types where you actually have to physically go somewhere and spend time on it, and that's your only shot, but that's kind of the beauty of it.
Well, that's like going to a movie, too. When you go to a movie, I mean, the intention is that you sit there, and it's the difference between hot media and cold media. You know, cold media, like if you're watching TV, you can sit there and dick around with your phone or clean the house or whatever. But hot media is stuff that you have to pay attention to because it's right freaking in front of you, like a play or like a movie should be. Although I'll say this much, last time I went to the theater, I saw 4 people dicking around with their phones, and I was this close to just slowly reaching out.
Yeah, that's not, theater...
Oh, you bastard.
Theater, that shit ain't fly, man. In movie theaters, yeah, everybody says it doesn't fly, but everybody still does it.
Unless you're at Alamo Draft House, it's the one place.
But Alamo Draft house is that way for any theater, really. I mean, not that much, but like, I don't know. All I'm saying is, I love theater, and I wish it would get.
And you're not ashamed to say it.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'll say it again, but I won't because that's redundant. But it's such a beautiful art form that I don't think people appreciate enough.
It's like 3D movies, except you don't have to wear glasses, and you can go see them if you have problems with seizures.
Yeah.
And they involve real people. And you can meet the actors after a show and be like, holy shit, I just saw you. I went to see Taken, and I didn't see Liam Neeson after a show.
Yeah.
He's probably in New Zealand.
With you right now, man.
Yeah, after a show, you can be like, hey, lady who played the witch from Wicked, let's go get some pancakes and then have sex in a dumpster.
Yeah, I love how square your face is. It reminds me of like Minecraft or something. You want to come back to my apartment?
Minecraft is pretty erotic.
It is.
All those right angles.
All
God
those
damn.
cows.
Maybe I should
God damn.
give some input.
No, you're fine.
No,
It's
you're
fine.
fine. You're fine. You're
How do
doing
you
great.
feel about the sexy squares in Minecraft or the sexy witches in Wicked?
There's all, well,
Sexy witches are the big thing of 2013. As my previous predictions have clearly shown,
Yes.
witches made a huge comeback in 2013.
As for theater, though, I personally, I like some theater, but see, theater, though, a lot of people associate theater with it being kind of feminine or kind of boring or kind of girly.
It kind of definitely is.
But on the
Kind
flip
of.
side, though, look at theater when it was the only real entertainment back like Shakespeare days. Like, theater back then was like the shit. But now, because we got, Michael Bay and all these fucking explosions and fucking bullshit that you can put in the movies, it seems like as we go on as a human race, we're getting dumber. We're not appreciating, classic art, so to speak.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But, I never got the whole... Yeah, it's classic art.
The outline.
I never got the whole thing with, like, theater is super feminine, or... I don't understand the exact reason why. Is it because of, like, there's singing, or there's costumes, or, like...
He's rubbing it off.
This is not conducive to a podcast. What are you doing?
Or I'm gonna hijack what you're saying, and the thing
Yeah.
about it is that theater is a lot closer to literature than any other visual, interactive kind of art form. That it's a puzzle. more than
You're
anything
telling
else.
me that movies adapted from books aren't close to literature?
That has nothing to do with what I was saying.
You
for
were-
sure.
I'm
Good
making a
job
joke.
listening. All right. So with theater, there's always like actual messages and meanings behind what it's saying, and with movies, there's not. So things aren't always like you see what happens nowadays. If you have a movie that does not answer every single mystery, like Prometheus or something like that, it just gets torn to pieces. But in theater, that's the way it is. There are always unanswered things. Musical theater originated in the United States.
Really?
Really?
That's very interesting.
You would think that would be something more like a European thing.
Nope.
Like France or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
But no, that didn't answer my previous thing, though. Again, I still don't get why theater is necessarily seen as being this very feminine thing. Like, is it that acting is feminine necessarily? Costumes?
Well, okay,
I mean,
there's-
yeah, there were a lot of homosexual actors, I guess, but it's not
Alright.
necessarily... Like, what about, like, Evil Dead? What about Hamlet? What about... I don't know.
okay, well, think about it this way. Let's say period pieces, guys are having to wear tights. And I'm not saying I believe any of this stuff, but other people see it as homo, like guys wearing tights, all the guys have to wear full makeup. It's because there's always some kind of meaning or message. It's seen as like a big, I don't know.
Okay, here's an argument to kind of go with what you're saying. Okay, in theater they're wearing tights, so they must be gay. What do football players wear?
Padding, knee pads.
So they must be sucking dicks.
No, what I'm saying
And
is,
helmets, which means they love anal sex.
Yeah,
because the
let's-
helmets protect them from the wall they're getting pressed against.
Of course. And that's why the front is open so they can get the...
So you can
you
get
know.
more dicks in.
Yeah, exactly. Each slot in the guard is for one individual dick.
Let's have a
Wow.
whole podcast where we talk about how homosexual football is and how everyone who loves football is clearly homosexual. I think that's a good
referring
topic.
to the opposite, where these tough macho guys who love football but think theater's gay because guys are wearing tights. For
Yeah.
example, in football they're also wearing tights. Okay, look at UFC, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the
MMA.
MMA stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
You can watch two dudes roll around on a fucking mat, bleeding on each other for 20 minutes, and that's totally cool. But yet, one guy's actually performing art, performing something that takes talent. Well, I mean, not saying MMA doesn't, because
yeah.
MMA, to be... Fuck, I would never go in one of those cages. But what I'm saying is, it's two different types of art, and because one, I don't know, involves bleeding, maybe, it's considered manly, while the other one's gay.
It's just because theater requires emotional output.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go. Yep, okay.
You have to share your feelings.
Because that goes along with the old classic stereotype is that men don't have feelings. Men don't. I think that's bullshit, man. I think that's just gender stereotypes.
cry. Man, I really wish I had an audio clip of that.
Well, you don't. We're doing this live.
So-
No parachute for you, Tone. No, Eric's gonna die during the podcast.
Yay! With my last breath, I plugged
Okay,
the
now
killing.
when it comes to theater, what is... Well, like you said, Evil Dead Theater, or screen, or
The musical.
stage play.
It's a musical, even.
Musical,
Musical. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm having brain farts here.
Mm-hmm.
You watch a movie, this movie's awesome, and then you watch it as a stage play, as a musical,
Uh-huh.
in the theater, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
How does that compare to the movie versus, say, you take a stage act and make it into a movie? Because I do believe The Devil's Carnival was based off of a stage musical.
Oh, I don't know, because I never saw The Devil's Carnival outside of
Yeah.
the movie. I never saw Mamma Mia, either one. Evil Dead the musical and the film were obviously very different, but they were both great.
Well, here's the big thing. Theater obviously has a lot more real restrictions on it. There is no post production, and you only have the one set, the one stage where everything takes place. So for a movie nowadays, it's ridiculous. You don't have a movie that takes place in one setting or anything like Devil or I don't even know what other
The
movie.
one with Ryan Reynolds where he was in a coffin for
Oh
the
yeah,
entire
that.
movie.
I mean, that sort of
Buried.
thing. Yeah.
Buried.
That would be insane, or that is insane for movies today. So with the theater production, that's just what you got.
Mm-hmm.
So even in the Devil's Carnival, you watch a movie, all of it could theoretically take place on just one plot of land. There's very little travel. It just seems like it's all a soundstage, or it could be within curtain calls is changed in little ways to make it.
Yeah, change
different.
a little bit to make it look like it's a different carnival tent or a
Yeah.
different room. Yeah, that's
That's
very
all
similar.
it takes.
shape,
And
yeah.
even with lighting, like we saw in Devil's Carnival, lighting was a huge, huge thing. And in theater, it's the same way. The four biggest people are the set designer, the lighting designer, the sound designer, and the costume designer, besides the director.
So I just realized something. Hey, you guys, this isn't up yet, but we're eventually going to do a 3-view of the Devil's Carnival.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was thinking about that when I was talking about it. I'm like, oh shit.
So look out for our 3-view of the Devil's Carnival coming soon to YouTube.
Hey, you never know. Maybe this will be released after the 3 review.
Sure.
This is going up tonight, son.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. I didn't sign up for that.
Yep, that's it. We're done.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy, motherfucker.
Look, I know exactly what I'm doing. So we all pretty much come to an agreement. Theater is underappreciated and still good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's nice. It's all right, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever. For some reason, I've been seeing a lot of beheadings on the internet.
Oh my god, dude! I seen a video.
Why do you watch these?
That's okay. That's a question. Why do we watch these?
Because we're
Why?
desensitized, and we're at the point. Well, some people are, where you watch something and you're like, "Oh, that's gross," but then the more you watch it, the more you're desensitized, and it gets to the point where, like in real life, if I seen someone get shot in the face, I'd probably be like, more freaked out that I'm going to get shot than actually the dude who just got shot in the face.
See,
Okay, but that doesn't explain why you intentionally like. I never get that, man. I don't get why people go on like the gross sections of like Reddit, like space dicks and stuff, and intentionally look up these things. I'm like, why would you do that? It's not entertaining to me. That's not.
It's not.
I don't know.
See, I don't think
I don't get it.
I get desensitized too, and I go on these places on purpose. But I really don't think that being desensitized to seeing something on the internet will ever change what it's like to have anything like that happen in person.
Well, yeah.
Like, you can watch car accidents a million times and see people get slaughtered, but as soon as you start to lose grip on the road, you're gonna freak out, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, the difference too is that you're in that situation. You're observing, not participating.
And so, the way I think of it is, I don't look at it to enjoy it or anything like that, or to be desensitized. It's kind of like a bitter pill that I just would rather see these things. So if I don't want anything to happen where there's like a murder or something in a subway car with me or something, but. In
case you're walking down the street and Tone gets beheaded.
No, seriously. There's so many videos. So many of these videos are a huge crowd of people or something just watching someone get murdered or attacked, and nobody does anything. And that's why, to me, I kind of see this stuff. It makes me angry that nobody does anything, and so I see like. This is what happens when everybody is the spectator. When everybody's like, "I'm not getting sued by attacking this murdered man."
But how is looking these up like help?
I'm not looking them up. They just happen. Like if you're on our all of Reddit, you're gonna find gore stuff.
Really?
You're gonna find murders and beheadings. Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't normally do all. That's all right.
I haven't, and that comes up, and I'm just like, shit. It's like. I don't know, if you never see evil, how are you gonna stop it?
There was two guys on YouTube. They did a video series where one dressed up kind of nerdy and one dressed up kind of. I don't want to say he was dressed up like thuggish, but he looked more like the troublemaker. And they actually were on a college campus, and they would randomly the bad guy would actually bully the nerd guy. And, like, shove him against the wall. Where's my homework, man? My professor needs my paperwork.
Yeah.
And, like, they would get into this heated, the guy would, like, yell at him and kind of push him around a little bit, smack him around. Mm-hmm. And they had a third guy off somewhere recording this whole thing. Mm-hmm. Trying to see how other people would react if they witnessed extreme bullying like that.
So, basically, just like, what would you do?
Yeah, kind of. And then afterwards, like, if someone helped or if someone started walking away, he'd be like, oh, hey, why didn't you help? And then he would kind of, like... And some people, like, when he stopped and said, "Oh, hey, come here, man, we're filming something," some people were just like, "No." They would just, out of fear, would just run away. And it's not as extreme as someone getting attacked or stabbed or shot or whatever, but it's still the same concept. It's like, why is it that some people just turn a blind eye and just walk away from it all when shit's never going to stop if no one, like, we had the discussion earlier, if no one takes that first step, we're not going to achieve nothing.
Another thing to me is seeing what these terrible, terrible people do makes me lose, like, any shred of sympathy I could ever have for those kind of people. And, like, if you're told, hey, this person killed somebody, then it's like, oh, okay. And then if you were to, like, see what they did, or see what they did when people were, like, begging them to stop or something, that's, there's no... You see how terrible people are.
See, that's the thing,
though. Why
wouldn't that make you more cynical over time and more bitter as a person? Because all you're seeing is like this stuff that's like
no. Because you see a murder and then you go to the next page and you see a lovely kitten.
But then you'll associate murder with kittens. Anytime you see a kitten, you'll think of like.
I appreciate good things more by seeing terrible things.
Okay, okay. That's not all right. I can get behind that a little bit. That's
wouldn't it kind of put you in the mindset if you see so much anger and so much hate and so much disgust out there that, rather than being like, oh, I hate this guy more because of what I've seen him do. Wouldn't after a while, wouldn't you get like Stockholm syndrome and you would actually like
maybe if you're already sick in the head.
Yeah.
But if you're a normal person, no.
That's kind of like the argument that people have had with violent video games, where they're like, oh, this guy did this horrible thing, and also he played a violent video game, so it must be a violent video game. Yeah. And I'm like, no, that guy was fucked up before Doom came along. You know what I mean? Like, that guy was he was fucked up in the head and no one was helping him. That was the issue. Or he didn't find help, or no one diagnosed him properly, or whatever. Just because something leads to someone trigger... Ugh, I can't speak. Just because there's something that's like a trigger for someone who's already mentally disturbed, you can't blame the initial thing on that.
Yeah.
Like if someone's fucked up in the head, they're basically like, can be a ticking time bomb if they're not treated. And that's what's fucked up, is that people who are mentally disturbed aren't getting the treatment they need.
And here's the last thing I'll say about gore videos and stuff. Okay, I'll give you a scenario.
About gore porn.
This is real. I've really seen, like, a real occurrence. Okay, watch one thing where somebody gets pushed into a subway, like a oncoming subway, and everybody's waiting at the platform. Somebody gets pushed into it and is brutally murdered, and it's just terrible. You watch the next video, and somebody tries to push him in, but a good Samaritan or something stops it.
I think I've seen a video like that, actually.
Yeah, the second video is so much sweeter when you realize what was stopped.
Okay.
And how beautiful and great it is to be spared that terrible fate.
But on the flip side, though,
That's a good
do
point.
you need to see someone get destroyed by a subway train or whatever, to appreciate the good? I mean, do you have to witness the horror?
Well,
I mean,
it's kind of like...
It does make the good that much better. I admit that. But do you need to see the bad to appreciate the good?
Well, let me give you... Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Let me give you a quick example. There was a guy from this band recently... I think it was Lost Prophets or something like that was the band.
Yeah.
You've heard about this?
Yeah.
Okay. The guy was a child molester, right? He was found to be a child molester, and you're like, if you just heard... This is how kind of fucked up it is. If someone came up to you and said, hey, the guy from Lost Prophets was a child molester, you'd be kind of like, oh, that's horrible. And then they go into more detail, and they're like, he was a child molester who every tour stop would have sex with groupies' kids and wanted to pay a woman thousands of dollars he was willing to pay to be able to have sex with a baby. It's stuff like that. Like, you read... I can kind of agree with Erik in that you read about these horrible things, or like you see something like with Holocaust, for example. You hear like these huge numbers of people dying, and when you get down to the details, the real details of what people actually went through, like you see the photos, when you are brought in close to actual human suffering instead of just reading on a newspaper like 200 people died in a plane crash.
It's just a number until you get there.
Exactly.
And to answer your question about the subway specifically, people don't know how you die when you get run over by a subway. It's not fast and it's not pretty. Not only does the person who gets killed go through terrible torment, but also the people there have to see the person die and see him get twisted like a doll of some type. And it's just the worst thing ever.
So what's the difference between being there and watching them versus watching it online?
Not much.
Because it already happened and he can't do anything.
Yeah.
But then that being said, you are kind of watching something that someone filmed, unless it's like security camera or something.
footage all the time.
No,
But
yeah.
what I'm saying is, it gives you a lot better perspective when it actually when you see what happens and see a crime committed.
Man, this I think we should stop talking about horrible shit for a minute.
I thought you wanted to talk about the Holocaust. Come on.
Let's try and...
All right, I got the perfect segue. I've got the perfect
Yeah, get a good segue to get out of this pit.
It's that sort of thing is what I love about this new hot show I've been watching, The Killing. I'm serious. It's good. The show it's only like it's called The Killing, but so much of it is about the like emotional and mental ramifications of this one act that did on a whole community and everybody involved.
Kind of like Twin Peaks and the murder of the
Laura
Palmer. Laura. No,
But yes, kind of like Twin Peaks. It's a lot like Twin Peaks, but I mean every season, like everything, just about how people cope with losing a single person, and it's
that's
great.
entertaining.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It plays.
So it's a show about people grieving.
well,
You could say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could say that.
Yeah.
What?
You say that.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah,
I'll check it out, I guess, when I'm really, really bored.
Now here's my question: why are they? I I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Right now, you're saying you want to avoid it because it's, like, sad, right?
No, I didn't say because it's sad. It just sounds boring.
What?
It is very slow.
Oh.
But it's like a Mad Men pace, where no
I
action is
haven't seen
happening.
Mad Men yet.
Man, I hate to say this, but you'd probably hate it. But I freaking love it because the show plays out like a book. It's about people's motivations, man. It's about their
Much like
lives
the killing,
and their
but
struggles.
The killing is
know?
like that, but it's like what their motivations and their aspirations were, and then this terrible thing happened right in the middle of it. How does everybody get back from that? That's what it's like.
Okay. Doesn't sound horrible. It just, like you said, it sounds slow.
It's like reading a book, man. You gotta
I read books all the time.
You gotta read books. Books are the best. Books are the best medium.
Like, I was told to read a book. Read a book.
Read a motherfucking
Read a
book.
motherfucking book. Not a sports page or a magazine.
Not a newspaper, but a book. Motherfucking book.
Yeah.
So I'm reading through the Dark Tower series, and it's taken me over a year on like one book.
You should just give up.
Yeah, I
You
really
just kill
should.
yourself. Just
I
do it.
really should. Let's keep it dour. I should just jump in front of a subway train. That's what I should do.
And then we'll watch it online.
And we can film it, upload to YouTube, and bam! Sweet, sweet sponsorship.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Yes.
Because the BAM, get it?
Oh, right. The bam. Like I'm getting hit by a train. So we got a comment on Facebook in the middle of filming this. What does it say, Tone? Be my ears and my eyes.
See a new generation of video game console discussion.
So let's talk about that bullshit. Let's talk about some new generation video games. I think the next generation of video games, when they come out with the PS5 and the Xbox
Zero.
Luminous or something, like
I
they'll go Xbox Zero. They'll go backwards. There you go.
I actually
There
heard
you
that
go.
this was going to be Microsoft's last game console.
Don't bullshit me.
That's what I read. I don't know how true it is. Of course.
I have heard that they were talking about selling the console division of the company. I have heard that as well.
They should sell it to Sega.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Dude,
actually.
if Sega came back, oh, damn.
I love my Dreamcast. I love it. But next generation, personally, I don't really care that much. In like a year, maybe I will. But
See, going from Xbox and PS2 to Xbox 360, PS3, it was like such a leap. And
yeah,
like,
it felt like a huge jump.
but now it's like, it just seems like updated graphics. I mean, yeah, it's better hardware, better software,
But
whatever.
you have share buttons and video streaming now, where you can share your.
Who gives a
shit.
flying fuck?
And on the Wii U, you have a tablet controller. And every console now has motion. And they have DRM like crazy, which is what consoles always needed. Right?
So basically, the new systems, in my opinion, it's not enough to be like, oh my god, I gotta go get one.
Yeah.
In a year or so, when I got some extra money and I'm bored, I might pick one up. But just right now,
This seems to be the best time possible to be a PC gamer.
It is.
it's always a good time to be a PC gamer. When isn't it?
Well, there are certain times when there are more console exclusives, and there were like some good console exclusives that you couldn't get on PC. But as it stands right now, I mean, even the next Metal Gear Solid, they're saying might come to the PC.
All I care about is the exclusives. That's it. That's the only reason I would see to buy them.
All right, so which one has their exclusives?
I don't know the exclusives. I only said that because I want to play Killer Instinct, and you can only play it on that shit. So
that is the annoying thing. I was so heavily against Xbox One, and then everyone started talking about how awesome Killer Instinct is. And I'm like, God damn it.
What about Halo?
They still
Halo
make those?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
It just seems like every first-person shooter game, Halo, Call of Duty, to me it's all the same. I think it's dumb.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I mean, I don't disrespect the franchise or people who are super into it. It's like sports games for me, where it personally does nothing for me. I don't see the point. It's just whatever. They're just there. Yeah. Let's see, next generation consoles.
That's all I got, man.
Yeah, I gotta say, none of us are really super interested in next gen consoles right now.
That being said, it's way early though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
it really is.
The consoles, like the games, are gonna be pretty shitty. The launch
Yeah.
titles are going to be shitty.
Oh yeah.
The support, they're going to have updates, they're going to have bug fixes, they're going to have
Yeah.
faulty systems, they're going to have all sorts of problems for the first year or two or something like that. And
Yeah.
then they'll start pushing the specs to the limit and whatnot. And that's when we'll really know what it's actually worth.
Well, it feels like there wasn't really much of a reason for them to jump up to a new console either. I mean, I've heard from even a couple different software developers have issued statements saying, like, the PS3 was nowhere near the end of its capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a lot of power they can push out of a PS3. So I don't think they necessarily needed to make the console jump. Maybe they're just trying to kind of catch up with the PC, but...
It's probably,
I don't know.
just money. They
Yeah.
just make a lot of money off, like, these several year...
I know a guy, speaking of making money, not to interrupt, sorry. He went out day one of both and bought a PS4 and an Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Just to say he has them. Which, hey, that's what he wants to do. He's a gamer.
No, it's
More
fine,
power to
whatever.
him,
Yeah.
but I think I would find a better way to spend almost $1,000
Well, that's the other thing, too, is
than
the prices are
to
going to drop.
buy
in,
two
like, a
video
year.
game consoles. I mean,
Well, I mean, if it's what you're into,
that's
whatever,
true. That's true.
fine.
I mean, I'm not hating on the guy.
Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to spend, like, shitloads of money going skiing or something, whatever,
That's
I
true.
don't know.
Well,
Buy a boat. I don't know.
Thank you, Adam, for the suggestion. We apologize. We don't got
We don't
much
really
more
have,
to say. I mean,
we don't really have a lot of opinions on Next Generation. I mean, we talk, like, nerdy stuff sometimes, but I don't think any of us are planning on necessarily buying one anytime soon.
I would if I had money.
You would? Which one would you get? Just for Killer Instinct? Would you go with Xbox?
Yeah,
Get an X-Bone for Killer
probably.
Instinct? Yeah.
I mean, people... what's the word I'm trying to think of? Some kind of brutally murder the Xbox One for its, spying on you and all that sort of stuff, but...
The whole Connect, yeah,
That-
debacle.
If you don't think you're being spied on, you're going to have a bad time. In everything. That's all. I'm not saying any more than that.
I don't think we did.
Somebody mentioned getting
Okay.
presents or something? Oh,
So let's say something about the holidays then, because we're close to Christmas, I guess.
yeah.
murder, holidays, it goes together.
So what do you
Yeah,
guys
murder,
say?
holidays, train accidents, the Holocaust, it's all related.
But video
It's
games.
fine.
We brought up video games and people buying stuff, and then presents, and
Did you hear about how I haven't done any fact checking on this as an aside, so this is probably wrong. Target allegedly had a massive scamming incident where like 40 million people had their credit information stolen on Black Friday, something like that. Oh, look, we have technology.
doing some research here, and according to
According to mydesert.com or something.
The first Google result.
According to the first Google result we could find.
according to a ABC news site,
Oh, it's fine. That's
Um,
fine. A bunch of people lost their shit. There you
Yeah, okay, there.
All
Yay,
right.
we've got the facts down.
go. We do some. We're respected journalists here on the podcast.
Yes.
We report.
We don't fuck around.
So, what do you think about Target and credit cards and Christmas and Black Friday?
I personally don't shop at Target.
I
Really?
don't shop Black Friday.
I haven't shopped. I shop Black Friday. I'm 30 years old. Shop Black Friday once.
See, Black Friday is really good if you shop on the internet. Because
Yes.
online,
Well,
ooh,
Cyber Monday.
it's nice.
Yeah.
That's
It's me, whatever.
they're like the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm
There's
just saying.
like, I mean, most Target. I actually do like Target when I go in there.
Yes.
It's pretty good. Here's a topic. I'll post something controversial to get all our readers angry. I fucking hate Walmart.
Oh.
It's the worst store in the
Yeah, I
United
was
States.
thinking that Target is basically like the
high class Walmart.
yeah, like
Yeah, because you can walk 10 feet without finding shit opening on the floor. It's like, oh look, someone took these eggs and spread
did
them
we
all
see
over.
today? Someone took a gallon of ice cream.
Threw it in with the popcorn or some shit. Just
Yeah.
sitting there melting. No one's doing anything. You talk about people, passersby, not doing anything. There's a video of a gallon of ice cream melting on a fucking,
Here's my theory on Walmart, and it ties in with people seeing things and then stopping them or not. So I think the people of Walmart.com I'm not touching it, has ruined Walmart even worse than, like, the fact that they tried...
The fact that they highlight what was already there.
Yeah, okay, no, I'm going to say, they find the worst cases possible of people being ugly or filthy or whatever at Walmart, and then everybody looks at that and says, wow, Walmart is the place to be trashy. Looks like my standards don't have to be as high as anywhere else because look at these people in Walmart. So I think it has nothing to do with Walmart as a business or anything. I think it's just to do with people's perception and that everybody thinks for some reason it's acceptable to go to Walmart wearing sweatpants as a t-shirt or something like that.
See, here's the thing, though. Before people of Walmart existed, I worked at Walmart. And I saw some shit.
Yeah, but I've read stories as bad as what it's like today. I can't see it from here.
No, but Walmart... Walmart has... Walmart... now I'm completely off track.
All right, well... Another thing to think about is, like, locations. If there's a Walmart in a bad neighborhood, yeah, it's going to be pretty terrible. If you're at Walmart in, like, I don't know, I'm sure there are not Walmarts in, like, Washington, D.C. or something. But if there was a Walmart in, like the White House's personal Walmart, obviously it would not be as bad.
I don't know. Every Walmart... Like, every shopping experience I've ever had in Walmart has been super negative. And this is not a slight. Don't get me wrong. This is in no way a slight against anyone working at Walmart. Nothing like that.
I disagree.
But you have problems with Walmart workers?
Dude.
Who are probably our listeners?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck them. You know what?
All right,
because
well, see you guys later.
Waitresses and charities.
Anyone who's a waitress or works at a charity or a Walmart, stop listening to our podcast.
The proletariat must
It's
burn.
not every Walmart. I've been to a few Walmarts in our area, and there's one store specifically, the one that I shop at the most because I live fucking 2 blocks from it. Some people there, it's 50-50, man. Some people there are really sweet, really awesome. They talk to you. They're like, hey, what's going on? How's your day doing? Blah, blah, blah. And they're just everyday people that they're working retail. I've worked retail 5.5 years. I know it fucking can suck, especially this holiday season. Because people are just straight up ignorant to you, and in return, people get cranky and they just... Ignorant. But then you get these other jackasses who are fucking... They don't give a shit about their job because they're just some fucking young punk who's like, I'm here to make fucking money, balla, pussy on chain, wax, whatever. And it's just like...
They're a rebel without a cause.
It's like, it's always a younger generation because they have no fucking pride in work. They have, like, no fucking standards. And it's just...
You're painting with broad strokes there.
Thanks, Obama.
Clearly, that's the problem.
No, I'm just saying, man, younger workforce, even at my own job I see it. You get people that are fucking, like, 20 and under, they fucking just don't care about anything.
Maybe not all of them. I mean...
Well, yeah. Okay, not all. I'll say 75% of them. Only from my personal experience.
But hey, man, those people deserve $15 an hour.
Yeah, that's a whole crock of shit, too.
Well,
I was being sarcastic. I do not think they need to.
See, that they could pay him that.
Drop out of fucking...
But then they could pay a lot of people that.
Yeah, why?
I mean, it's not just
same
Walmart.
fuckers who drop out of high school and end up waiting until they're in their mid-20s to get their GED, and they're flipping burgers for a living, and they want $15 an hour to flip a fucking patty. You know what? You can go fuck yourself with that fucking patty. Fuck
Man,
you.
were just full of hatred today. This is amazing.
We need the hatred as fuel for the fire.
Let's throw some
What
more
else you got?
fuel
What else
on
you
the
got?
fire.
All right,
Tone, how do you feel about what's something that? How do you feel about kittens and puppies?
Actually, I
Full
had
kittens and puppies. They're the worst. They're just a bunch of layabouts.
I had a puppy one time, and we decided to give it off to a friend because, quite frankly, it was insane. And I said, "Fuck that puppy." No, seriously,
All it
though,
does is mooch off me.
actually, at the
Like, what is
time,
this?
we had our first kid. He was a newborn, and a puppy and a newborn together for new parents. horrible idea. So we decided, gotta get rid of one of them. We decided to go with the puppy.
And you just drowned in the tub. You went and just took it off to see a friend. You know?
Look, it's on a farm, all right?
It's seeing
Mom
the
says it's on the
bunnies.
farm with the bunnies. It's on a grandpa. It's on a farm with grandpa. But no, I got nothing against puppies or kittens.
You
Hot
say
topic, hot topic. Hot
I
topic.
fucking hate hot You want to talk about a fucking that fucking store? I come here to be original. Fuck you and all your friends that dress the same.
I gotta say though,
they have good sections of Hot Topic. They
have
have a whole
good
Doctor
sales.
Who section. How
I don't
are you
give
so
a fuck
pissed
about
off?
Doctor Who.
He gives a shit about Doctor Who when he's badmouth.
I'm taking over the anger. Fuck Doctor
talking
Who.
like
You're the angry one now. You get the anger stick.
Why do you hate
You're the angry one now.
Why do you hate Doctor Who so much?
Because
Yes, let's go into that.
All
Here's
right.
one. Ooh, this is what will ruin our viewers. Let's bash Doctor Who.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Fuck yeah.
Doctor Who's
Alright.
been around for 50 years.
Here's what's gonna ruin our viewers. Fuck Doctor Who. Fuck bacon. Fuck Shiraka sauce. Fuck Jennifer Lawrence. They all can suck my dick. It would probably be a pleasant experience.
Shiraka especially.
Yes.
Let me say,
None of them deserve my respect or admiration besides their base.
base god.
Their base.
Fuck Lil B.
What's the fucking word I'm thinking of? Accomplishments.
I'll say
Jennifer Lawrence is an actor, you dumb fucks.
Wait, the opinions expressed on Rapscallions Report do not necessarily reflect each person on Rapscallions Report.
I'm
or the
Andy and
network.
I disapprove of Jennifer Lawrence.
No shit.
I'm Tyler and I disapprove.
For the
No.
fans, I would love to say, excuse me. For the fans, I'd like to include that I would love to sit on the couch with Jennifer Lawrence eating bacon dipped in chocolate sauce while watching Doctor Who. So, thank you.
So there's your balance, I guess. There, that's fine. There you go.
You know, I would love to eat Shiraka sauce and bacon off of Jennifer Lawrence. Fuck Doctor Who.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? Just if Jennifer Lawrence in the same room. I'll be
No,
happy.
no, you would just love to cook Jennifer Lawrence and eat her.
I would. There's something we can agree on.
Cannibalism.
Yeah.
No. What's that one song? I'm gonna Halle Berry's gonna have my baby and no one's gonna stop me.
Versace.
Is that
I'm
it?
gonna give Halle Berry my baby and nobody can stop me.
What's something else we can
My
say
mom
we
doesn't even watch
hate?
my show, dude. My
One
mom,
out of 3 of our moms like what we do.
and it's-
One out of 3. New poll shows that 30% of mothers of Rapscallions Report enjoy Rapscallions Report.
my mom does not.
She watches it and she doesn't enjoy
Oh
it.
wait, that's right. It'd be 1 out of 2.
That's why I'm like, where's the
Well,
third mother?
Well, hey,
Who,
man.
what mysterious mother is listening to our show?
Technically, I have 2 moms because I have a mother-in-law,
Ah.
and she hates our show
So
because we're a bunch of heathens.
the figure
Oh,
stands.
there we go.
1 out of 3.
So your mom loves the show. She likes
No.
We
it.
don't know.
That's a lie. She told me she hated it the other day. I talked to her and she's like, "What you're doing is terrible. Kill yourself."
Hey,
Just
2
like
out
that.
of 2 people asked say Andy should kill himself.
Yeah. Poll results show from
100% of people.
100% of people polled say that Andy
Hey,
should die in
let's
a
talk
bathtub.
about how shitty ass polls are, man.
Oh, fucking poll!
God.
Every poll.
You know they say that 86% of statistics are made up.
Oh yeah.
I believe
100%
it.
of people say that.
What's your source for that?
The internet.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the most reliable source.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's talk about Sukiyaki Western Django for a minute. Sukiyaki Western Django, for those of you listening, is a movie where it's all Japanese actors speaking English, but
It's
they
a
have
Western.
it's a Western, and they have very, very strong Japanese accents. So it's kind of an odd experience. There's a lot of good quotable lines in it. I've only seen like 10 minutes of the movie. Alright, that's Sukiyaki Western Django for you.
And that's that.
Go home and rent it. I give it a thumbs up.
100% of... I'm not even going to go there anymore.
100% of Andy's say that you should watch Sukiyaki Western Django.
Ay.
Aye.
Okay.
So I saw Anchorman 2. It was pretty good. That's all I got.
What was
Don't
it
go
funny?
Yes, it was very funny.
No, it wasn't funny at all, but it was very dramatic.
Yeah,
That's
I
what made
cried
it
a
good.
couple times.
I was being sarcastic, you ass.
It was good stuff. Anchorman 2. I was very cynical.
So you're very cynical,
I was very cynical.
but it was very good.
I was cynical going into it because I thought that it was going to be like a cheap cash-in. Like, it was not going to live up to the first one's standards. But it did. Very much so. And
Original cast? I mean, I know it was the original
Yeah.
4. Was, what's that blonde girl? Was she in it too?
yeah. Alicia Silverstone, right? No. What's her name? I can't remember.
Don't know.
It doesn't matter. The Veronica Corningstone was in it again.
Okay.
That was her character's name. There you go. She was in it again. She was good. There were a couple new people who was good. There were quite a few surprise guests throughout the film, which were utilized well. That was
Did
pretty
they have
funny.
a fight scene?
Oh, hell yes.
That's all I care about.
And the fight scene,
Christina Applegate.
that's it. Wow, I was way off. Who's Alicia Silverstone? Is that a real person?
Yeah.
Let's Google that real quick. Alicia. Oh, yeah, she was from Clueless. Wait, I think she's the one who went crazy because she feeds her kid breast milk and he's like 15 or something. Right?
Ah,
Right? Quick, Google Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone breast milk.
Just Google Alicia Silverstone's breast.
Do it. Time is
Quick,
of the
we're recording.
Man, what?
There you go, the baby. Yeah, she was in she played
Batgirl.
Batgirl in the one.
What's up with Batman movies and having crazy ladies? The
Yeah.
one Catwoman, Batgirl there, they had Katie Holmes, who
There's-
is not exactly crazy. She was at one point a Scientologist, thus I will say she
No,
has
but that's
been
not the
crazy.
character of the actor. Oh, you're saying the actress is
Yeah,
the
the
one crazy.
actresses.
Well, Nicole Kidman is okay, right?
Nicole
Like, she
Kidman.
didn't do anything crazy.
Which one was she in?
She was in Forever? Batman Forever, right?
I don't
Was that the one?
know.
She was in one of them. Nicole Kidman was the love interest in one of the Batman movies. She was here.
Yeah, I think Batman Forever.
Yeah, I think it was Batman Forever. Okay, the first Batman movie had...
Nicole Kidman was in doing some research.
It was 90s, something.
How am I not-
She was in Eyes Wide Shut,
Batman
which was the best
Forever.
Batman movie
Batman
ever.
Forever.
Oh, well, you know.
Okay, so
right.
she's not crazy, but we still have at least two
Nicole-
cases.
Kim Basinger. Kim Basinger was the love interest in the first Batman. I don't think she went crazy. No, most of the actresses I would say haven't. Now I think about
But
it.
still,
Yeah.
Back to Silverstone, the thing that she did was back in June.
Yeah.
She started a website where mothers who are unable to produce enough milk for their
No,
babies.
that's not it. That's not it.
What the hell are you talking about then?
Maybe it was that she chewed her food for her child? Man, she did something really, really bizarre involving her
is
kid.
the child disabled in any way?
No. Oh, that's it. There you go.
What is it?
For those of you listening
Actress-
at home,
Actress and vegan diet enthusiast Lucy Silverstone, a strange way of feeding her 11-month-old Bear Blue. What?
yeah, it's Bear Blue.
What the fuck? Why did you get that?
Because she's a celebrity.
Choose a bite of
Yep,
food
yep.
and then passes it straight into her baby's mouth, mama bird style.
Yep.
Isn't that a normal thing?
No.
Hasn't that always been a normal?
When they're that old and have teeth.
11 months. That's...
No, don't do it. Don't. She's kidding,
She's gonna
right?
do it.
We're actually watching Two Girls, One Cup, for those of you listening
Yes.
at home. Dee dee dee. Like that piano music is playing.
It's like...
Oh.
See, now when you
can't
see it in
even-
person, you won't just be a bystander.
See, you see Alicia
Even
Silverstone vomiting into her child's
How
mouth.
can you have
Even the
sympathy
kids
for that?
look is like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? I guess. I mean,
All right.
It's like, I guess that's pretty cool. I'd do that. Sure, why not? Whatever.
Next, mini-sode from Rapscallions Report. We tried the Alicia Silverstone method.
Now, I think we should do a human centipede Alicia Silverstone method, where we either go from smallest to largest to smallest. Either way, I think
in the middle either way.
So you're either getting, well,
Either
Eric
way,
is
I'm-
either getting, one of us is getting the best or the worst of it. I suggest we go biggest to small.
Now, wait, how do you mean by human centipede?
Like, okay,
Ass to mouth.
I chew. Yeah, I chew when they spit it in your ass. I chew, and then I spit into your mouth. You chew and spit into Eric's
That's
mouth,
more like
and then Eric
snowballing
eats
than
it.
human centipede. What's that? Unless you mean then we shit.
Oh god, I'm gonna vomit. Can we stop?
And do we
There's shit involved somewhere. Yes,
somewhere somehow?
We'll work shit in.
I don't
Okay,
know what.
that's a title for episode 1 of the podcast. By the way, is we'll work shit in.
Yes,
We also worked in snowballing, which we were talking about before we even started recording.
It
So
all goes
that's a nice
full loop.
callback.
and this is
It's all a
actually, I'm
circle.
pretty sure, a common like hazing method to get into frats.
Really?
I think
Man,
so.
that's
Like
what I
snowballing
never
in
got with
general.
frats. Frats do the weirdest shit, and
Tie
no
it
one
and toss it.
Yeah, like no one.
What's tied and toss it? I'm unfamiliar with this.
It's-
Eric.
Oh,
we were the
old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do the weirdest, like, and the weirdest, most ironically homosexual shit. And then they
Yes,
like,
sir. May I have another?
Yeah, like what? I'm flabbergasted by these frats, man.
All you gotta say
What's
is
the
no
brotherhood? They're close. Real close.
So close.
So close, you love it.
They have secrets between each other, like with the inside of their assholes. So frats.
It's the frats are fucking faggots. I ain't scared to say it.
Eric isn't scared of speaking. God damn it.
All right, let's be serious though.
So you guys, have you ever seen a frat and thought, like, I want to be in that? Like, has a frat ever appealed to you as a thing that's cool? Like, have you ever thought, like, there's camaraderie, I guess, right?
Well,
Is that...
when you join a fraternity, I mean, looking at it from a business point of view, like you're applying for a job, being part of an organization or part of a team, or you
You're
know,
willing to do anything.
what I'm saying is, does it help being in a frat for a resume? I mean, do they look at that and say, "Oh, you're Alpha Omega, whatever pickle"?
Oh, yeah.
Piccolo Omega Sansa friend.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, like, does that help? Does that hurt? I mean,
Well, none of us have been in a frat, so we can't even answer. Have you ever known anyone who wasn't a frat, and they were like, this frat helped me get a career in business ethics?
business ethics.
Jesus. But I don't know.
I personally, I mean, in movies, it's always either the extreme, you know, mess with the freshmen, or it's, hey, let's go party.
Yeah.
You never really see real life. I mean, maybe that, I don't know. I've never been in a fraternity. I never really went to a college where it was a big thing. I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
All
Me
right.
personally, I'm neutral.
We at Rapscallions Report are very uninformed on frats. If you're concerned by this, leave a comment on Facebook if you're in a frat telling us how you're going to tie our dicks together and drag it behind a moving car.
That's what frats do, right?
That's what they do, man. It's like Mad Max. Lord Humongous is like a frat king, I'm sure.
Who runs campus?
Who runs Phi Data Kappa?
No, it's who runs campus? By
Blam.
Data Kappa.
Oh, yeah. Who runs campus? Phi Data
By Data Kappa.
Here's a question. If Mad Max was real life, would you be happy or sad?
Depends on if I was alive.
If you were alive,
am I in my current state of health?
yes, nothing is changing.
Oh.
Your life is exactly how it is, except all of a sudden it turned into Mad Max.
I would be dead within a week.
Yeah. Probably the same.
I don't know.
I remember Patton Oswalt.
I can get pretty ruthless. I mean, I think the inner asshole would just be like, fuck you, you're
We've learned this today, but that would get killed. If you say fuck you to Lord Humongous, he'll kill you.
No, I'll be like Lord Humongous's like minion, like
his grime a whirring tongue, basically.
I really need to watch that movie again.
So you're saying you'd be a slave to survive?
You would just give all of your ass to
I
Lord
would be a
Humongous.
slave. I'd be a I'll
Try and find a good word for
Try and
it.
convince yourself all you want.
I'll probably be a slave.
This is happening. Yep. Well, I've got a surprise for you because Mad Max World is happening tomorrow.
Yay!
I remember Patton Oswalt once he talked about that if there were a Mad Max World, he would be totally screwed because of his chemical depression, and he wouldn't be able to get any meds. So he'd just be basically strapped to the front of Lord Humongous' car and being used as a fuck toy. And be like, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Whatever, man. Yeah, we'd all be pretty... Eric could probably be fine, actually.
I'd be fine because I'd kill these two first off.
Yeah, he'd kill us and wear our skins as armor. He'd have, like, layers of fat to protect himself.
Bake the skin, it hardens up.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Like
do you
leather,
know that?
Bake the skin,
Leather,
it hardens up,
yeah.
should be the title of this podcast.
Or it would probably be more like boil it.
That would thicken it. Yeah. I don't know. Would that make it rubbery?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
yeah,
it'd
it's
be rubbery,
the,
right?
like,
But when it dries,
I was thinking
can we stop talking about baking or boiling human flesh?
This has been such a dark podcast.
hey man,
What's a happy thing? We can
what
talk-
in our lives have we got to be happy about? Come on.
Fuck Christmas too. Fuck joy in the human
It's not even
spirit.
Christmas anymore. It's Xmas. Happy holidays. Jesus says he misses it when we said Merry Christmas.
He talks to me at night and tells me to burn things,
He made my father leave us because my mother is Korean American
and I didn't like him.
and I didn't like him. That's a line from a movie.
What? I know that movie.
Yeah, you know that movie.
Yeah.
The Miami Connection, right?
Only-
Was that it?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. The
Yeah.
best movie ever made.
It's a good Christmas movie.
I almost said Hotline Miami, and I'm like, no,
No.
it's not Hotline.
Well, Christmas movies. We should talk about
Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just saw a Christmas movie. Rare Exports, the 3 of you coming to a town near you.
That pause, by the way, was completely genuine. That wasn't any way manufactured. So apparently we reviewed this movie. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
We didn't review it. We 3-viewed it.
Oh, we just put it...
Yeah,
shit.
normal reviews are shit.
Hashtag 3 for you.
What? Oh,
Hashtag 3-view.
we ran a train on Rare Exports.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. That movie had no females in it
My God.
at all.
You're right.
It was all dick.
Oh, Dick, there's no balance in the chi. Come on.
How did we not pick up on that?
I don't know. That's
Maybe
weird.
we're all just...
They mentioned the mom and it's like, oh, she's dead. Did they eat her? Like,
Maybe-
oh, it was a bad winter.
Maybe there's a subtle message in Rare Exports about how women are destroying our patriarchal society. And they're like, women are the worst. Instead, here's evil Santa Claus.
Or maybe it's the opposite.
It's a deep
like,
message.
Without
Wait, they
women,
need
here's
women.
where we would go.
Because Mrs. Claus would have stopped evil Santa.
Mrs. Claus is the one who put him in the ice.
With her frozen heart.
Yes.
Like all women. This will lead into our next 3 view, or one of the other 3. Fuck it. Expect more 3 views, everyone. Please like them. Please. I think we should probably wrap this up. This is getting pretty pathetic. We're just begging for people to
I've
view.
been laughing for the last 10 minutes.
What you guys... Tell us what you think of the podcast. Listen to it. If you guys want it to be shorter, if you want it to be longer, if you want it to be harder and stronger... God damn it, Tom. Get with us. Leave a comment on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, whatever. Tell us.
We don't use Google Plus. Do we use Google Plus?
No one uses Google Plus,
Yeah. It's true.
but do it anyway because we might see it. Maybe
Our
It's like-
lives depend on your likes because without them, we're obviously going to kill ourselves.
Yep, going back.
Yeah.
Me first, apparently.
Yeah.
So like,
That's what the people want.
like if you podcast, comment if you like our videos, ignore if you want me to kill us.
No, ignore for Satan.
Oh yeah, that was it. Like for Jesus, comment for the Holy Spirit, ignore for Satan. That's how it works, right? Isn't that normally how those things work? I don't do
no,
Facebook
his
very
Holy
well.
Spirit is like Jesus is a third of the Holy Spirit. No,
he's not. He's a separate
that's
entity.
2/3. No, okay.
Are you kidding
the
me?
The Father, the Son,
and the
isn't
Holy
the Son
Spirit
supposed to be Jesus?
Yeah.
So isn't he the Son?
Yeah, but he's
So
not the
that's
Holy
a third?
Spirit. The Holy
Yeah, that's
Spirit's
what
a
I'm saying,
third
the Holy
guy.
Spirit. I know. I'm saying that's 2/3 of the Holy Trinity, which makes
So?
God, right? So
Yeah. Then you can only like, comment, and ignore. There's no third option.
Fuck.
Oh, wait, share.
Share.
Oh, there we go.
Ah.
Like for Jesus, comment for the Holy Spirit, share for God the Father, ignore for Satan.
There you
and
go.
that's how you convert people to Christianity.
Yeah.
Bam!
We win.
We win.
I'm dying over here.
This has been a Red Report podcast. Again, tell us if you like us. If you don't like us, then just ignore, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
If you don't like some of the stuff that we've talked about or how we do it, let us know so we can fix it for future shit.
Yeah, we want the future shit.
Yes.
No, what I'm saying is we're
Future
trying to
shit
entertain our fans, and we don't know what to do if they don't tell us.
I'm bringing shitty back. Yeah.
Yeah! Alright, well, that was our episode. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, do some stuff and subscribe to either the podcast or video things. If you want us to get better, we can't get better without your criticism.
Give us topics to put on the outline.
Ask us
The
questions.
throbbing outline we have.
The heart-throbbing outline. Oh, I've got a raging outline.
Oh, people are going to hate my laughing.
That's fine. We all hate you.
So, like, do we wave or we... Normally on video we wave. What do we...
I have an idea.
Did anyone hear that?
I don't think his wrist cracking noises are going to...
God damn it.
Alright, I'm done. Bye.
All right, enjoy the podcast. We love you.